Hey, greetings YouTube. Haven't posted in a very long time. Just wanted to fill in people where we're at here on the 68. All my sheet metal has been epoxied. My fenders, the doors, valances, any place I had weld joints on those. I've treated them with fiberglass filler, and that's what I'm working on the chassis right now. And because I had so many joints that I welded on this car, it's just taken me a really long time. So the products that I'm using, where I have a little bit more structural connections with the chassis, I'm using the Fasback by Evercoat. And then other places that are more, cosmetic, I'm using the Everglass. Both are, like I said, waterproof, and they're both very strong products. But it's important to know your product and verify that it is waterproof if you're going to be treating your weld joints with that product. I'm sure there's other products that are really good, but Evercoat's been a good product for me and I'm familiar with it, so that's what I'm sticking with. So kind of go through a couple of examples. This area here is where I basically shaved the slots for where the battery vents are, since my battery's no longer in the stock location. So this really is an area that's not what I would consider that structural, and that, you know, it's more cosmetic. So I just skimmed out my butt joints here with the Everglass and sanded it down. Again, a little more work to do there. Places, for example, like in the engine compartment where I have cut out the shock towers, I've just got one coat skimmed out on this. These panels, I've got more work to do here. They're not done. But this is a butt weld joint down through here. Same with over there. What they look like before, right here, you can just make out that joint. So, you know, they're good butt joints. There's not pinholes. They're pretty tight, you know, maybe a couple here and there, but that's why it's really important to treat those joints with that, waterproof fiberglass filler. You know, I have more work to do on I shaved my firewall here. I've finished both my A-pillars. I had to split to get my body alignment proper up here for the trim. So places like that where I've welded, these are basically, I had to split it, open it, and then I put a piece of metal in there, TIG welded all the way up through. Tremendous amount of work there. The lead joints, I used the Fasback over those. This is a big joint here. This one comes through like this, and then through here. That one I used Fasback on, and that it's looking pretty good. I've got it just about done. So I think they came out pretty darn well. Still have a lot of places to do. I fully welded these joints here. They're lap joints, but I butt welded and tigged it in, and this joint here, same. So a lot of places. Again, I had to do some sheet metal alignment here. I basically had to cut and do some alignment here, and again, had total butt weld there. So a lot of those seams to make everything line up properly and get your reveals correct on this chassis. I'm not going to go through this exercise and have misalignment. It's just too much time spent. But so other couple little tricks I wanted to talk about. Some of the body, places to get into these places are kind of tough to sneak into. So, I do various things. Like this is actually a popsicle stick inside a piece of sandpaper, and you can make your own whatever. You can use a spoon, whatever you need to do. You got to think outside the box to get into some of these areas. Like here, these were all plug welds down through here for the new quarter panels. So I'm just skimming out that whole thing and sanding it down and treating any place I have those kind of joints. So if you're thinking about doing this, just realize that you have a lot of work to do. So And body alignment, like here, this is a butt weld I did because I had to actually, this I actually ended up having to shrink a little bit to get my body alignment correct. You know, that's, so I have to treat this one. So this is a, you can't really see it very well. I don't know, maybe you can see it now, but yeah, that's a butt joint all the way up through there. So stuff like that. I have to treat every one of those joints on this chassis. In floor and here where I welded in, I had to increase my tunnel size here. I fabricated these pieces of sheet metal. These are all lap welds and plug welds. So in here I used seam sealer. On the underside though, it's fully welded. So another place. So, but I guess that's all we wanted to go over, I guess, today, and give everyone an update on where we're at. So if you have any questions, you know, just don't hesitate to ask, or comments. You got a better way, suggestions, definitely up for suggestions. Anyway, hope everyone's well. You guys have a great day. Bye.